Oh boy, the Killian shoes are back. This is the Tomir. Now this is the normal shoe I can get behind. The Tomir is the second model in Nnormal's very small boutique line of shoes, built bigger and seemingly tougher than the Kjerag I reviewed a while back. The Tomir is marketed towards a more casual runner rather than an elite ridgeliner crusher like Killian. I think that gives this shoe a bad rap, especially when everyone wants to feel like they're wearing the best model. This is my normal go-to, no doubt. A thicker midsole, plenty of outsole grip with the Vibram Mega Grip light base, a highly durable upper with stitched and welded overlays, and protective elements make this thing a true mountain beast. But with so much competition out there, is the Tomir worth your time and hard-earned dollars? Hopefully we'll find out in today's review. Let's dive in. What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner, here for another Ginger Runner review. Today we're talking about this little bad boy right here from Nnormal, or Nnormal. It's the Tomir. Tomir. I want to add a lot of little influence on that. Tomir. Pretty excited about this one. Before we get into this review, of course, a couple of quick things. Subscribe to the channel, join the GR crew, link in the description, and I have to point out that this shoe was provided for review by Nnormal. I'm under no obligation to say anything positive or negative about this shoe. I'm not financially compensated in any way for anything that I say in this review. All opinions are my own. No one has to approve this review. You're the first to see it. Pat yourself on the places that need patting. And let's get into the full review, talking about things that I like and dislike about the Nnormal Tomir, starting as always with the things that I like. Durable AF. Honestly, this shoe is incredibly durable. The materials that they're using in this shoe aren't going to break down prematurely. The midsole is definitely a resilient, not necessarily soft, but more responsive. It's just going to last you a long time. Vibram Mega Grip light base, huge lugs, plenty of protection up top. I mean, these materials are going to last you a long time. So I'm really, really happy that the amount that you spend on this shoe from a boutique brand is going to get you a shoe that's going to last you as long as you want it to. More balanced than the Kjerag. So the Kjerag, which is the shoe that I reviewed from Nnormal very recently, that's sort of their elite racing version. They only have two models, that's that one. This is their sort of backup, kind of more casual training shoe. I think that's a misnomer because I think the shoe itself is probably their flagship. I'd like it to be. It's much more accessible. I think it will suit a lot more people's feet better. It's geared towards protection and protection underfoot and longevity, and there's just a lot of things going on with this shoe that I think will suit more feet types better and runner styles better too. So like I put this on for the first time, I was like, oh, this is a huge surprise compared to the Kjerag, which just felt much more nimble and minimal. This has more underfoot and it will get you, I don't know, a bit different experience, a better experience in my opinion. Grip, love me some Vibram, love me some Mega Grip, love me some light base. This has got it. These lugs are massive. They're super durable. They're gonna get you all that grip in snow, wet, muddy conditions, slippery rocks and roots, even on dry trails, which is pretty much what we're getting right now in the Pacific Northwest. Shoes are holding up quite well, and Vibram and that grip is stellar. And finally, sustainability. So Nnormal has come out with some really great programs talking and educating about their sustainability. They're collecting running gear from runners and giving it back to the communities that need it. They're refreshing it. They just are doing a lot of really great things in the sustainability realm. I talk a bit about that in my Kjerag review as well, but you can go to their website, you can check it out. Highly encourage you to check out what they're doing because they are sort of one of those first boutique brands to be doing it. Everyone should be doing it. And I appreciate how far they've gone to make these shoes sustainable. Great job, Nnormal. That being said, it's not all root beer floats with vanilla bean ice cream and pool parties with pool noodles. There are a couple of things that I dislike about the Tomir. Let's talk about those now. Kind of stiff. So these shoes require a lot of break-in before they really start to open up and get a bit more comfortable. I will say that my first run in them, I was expecting them to feel worse than they actually feel. So you will get adapted to them pretty quickly, but the shoes do take time to break in. But once you start to get those miles in and get that midsole kind of opened up, they just feel delightful. It's just gonna take some time. Narrow. They are still narrow. I think that's just something that they're going to be moving towards. It's still kind of European shaped. That's sort of the style that I think they're going for. So for those who have wide feet or need a more accommodating platform, not just volume, but actual platform for stability purposes, it's just a narrow platform. It's a bit of a narrow upper, and it's gonna be problematic for those of you who need more room. And price, I'll mention. because it is a boutique brand. I expect the price to be high. It's $165 for the Tomir. That's obviously a lot of money. It's under 200, which is weird for me to say is a good thing from a boutique brand. So 165 is certainly in that realm of a bunch of different trail shoes right now. I just wish it was like $20 cheaper, but it's a boutique brand, so you're going to get more expensive shoes, I guess. And they'll last you a long time. So I don't know. Am I finding the silver lining? Did I? But that's it for dislikes. So let's get to the breakdown where we talk about build quality, comfort, fit, price, and look. Starting with build quality. Outstanding. I think this shoe is going to last you a long time. Your feet will probably break down before the shoes do. Don't take my word for it. I can't actually vouch for that. I just think they're going to last you a good long while. Comfort, it is a more comfortable shoe in my opinion than the Kjerag, because I think the Kjerag is definitely the more minimal, reduced shoe. Still plenty of grip and stuff like that, but there's just a lot more going on with this shoe to make it more adaptable for more foot types. We have more midsole underfoot, more protection up top as well with this upper. So I don't know, overall comfort is improved. Fit, it is an interesting fit. I think it's a little bit loosey-goosey with the asymmetrical lacing that kind of goes off to the medial side of the foot versus lateral side. I don't have a problem with fit, but you're not going to be able to really dial it in too much because the vamp and the lacing are so close together. It's kind of like once you set it, you're going to have to forget it because there's not much adjustability there. Price, already mentioned it, $165. I think it's a little high. It's, you're going to get a durable shoe, but it's just, it's a lot of money. And finally, looks. Very simple. Normal is doing very simple looks with their shoes. White with the sort of off-gray blue. They have the black with the white. Like, that's pretty much it. So what you see is pretty much what you get. It's fine. It actually is resistant to dirt and grime way more than I thought. I was expecting these white shoes to turn brown or black after time, but I've run in rain, mud, all sorts of conditions, and I'm surprised at how white they still are. Bringing us to our conclusion. So I was pleasantly surprised by the Tomir. You even see it in my initial reaction during trail tested. I think I was surprised that they felt as good as they did right out of the box, and that really hasn't changed. In fact, they've just opened up more the more miles I put in them. They've become a better shoe. Yeah, I think they're just doing a really good thing here with this shoe. All that to be said, I do think it'll take someone with a bit more patience to break the shoe in, get used to the shoe, kind of get their feet used to the flexibility or inflexibility, and the density and the propulsion of the shoe, that mega grip. Like, it's just gonna take some adaptation, but then maybe you'll wake up one day and go, I like them. And guess what? They'll last you a long time, so that's a good thing. Bringing us to our ultimate criteria, is the Tomir from Nnormal a buy, try, or a why? I am gonna actually say this is a buy. This is worth those hard-earned dollars because it is a shoe that is essentially bomb-proof and it's gonna last you a long time. If you like a responsive ride, if you like something that gives you plenty of protection and can get you through some gnarly conditions and ready for race day, this is one of those that I think does a pretty damn good job. That's pretty much my ultimate thoughts, which turns the tables now to you. Have you run in the Tomir? Is the Tomir something that interests you? Have you run in the Kjerag? Now that review and those shoes have been out for quite some time, let us know in the comments of this video. I am super curious. If you want more information or you want to get a pair for yourself, links in the description. We also have a link to Running Warehouse for all of your running gear. If you are a GR Crew member, you get a discount. Don't forget to use your discount code. You can visit patreon.com/thegingerrunner to join the GR Crew. We'd love to have you. And that's pretty much it for today's review. I appreciate you all. We'll see you next week, yeah? Get out there, train hard, race harder, and party the hardest. See ya. Ginger Runner.